Located in the cultural heart of the Ozark Mountains in Fayetteville, Arkansas, is one of the most unique and luxurious homes, or should I say, castles, in the country. A one-of-a-kind architectural wonder, the Dromborg. Inspired by classical architecture, homeowners Bruce and Joan Johnson set out to build this amazing home after their many travels around the world.
We had traveled in France in the late 90s, and we went into a small city, and it was where the castle of the Marquis de Sade was. We just kind of went through all these rambly ruins and broken walls, and the castle was at the top, and we said, wow, that's so cool, we'd like to build that. It was really that trip in France that really made us very interested in that type of structure.
Completed in 2008, the Dromborg's design aesthetic is inspired by Scottish castles of the 13th century. The Dromborg was built with more than 4,000 tons of rock, hewn and fitted stone by stone, as master masons have done since the 2nd century BC.
Bruce had a lot more to do with the outside and the rock and buying it, but it was bought south of Fayetteville. It's actually hillside rock where it's been weathered. It's been underground, it's had moss, so it's got a lot of coloring on it. And I think it turned out great.
Using Corinthian and Tuscan orders, complemented with classical ornamentation, the level of detail throughout the home is absolutely astonishing.
Most castles are after the Greek and Roman period. So when we talk about this house having a classical influence, it does have to do with the elements that would have columns. At the front of the house, you've got bundled columns, which might be somewhat Gothic. At the back of the house, you've got the Tuscan order. So they, in fact, did have things of that orientation, so it was very, very important. Something that we thought would add a timelessness to it, and we wanted it to be something that would never get old, that it would hold a sense of history. It's one of the things that makes people question, has this house really been here for 200 or 300 years? I mean, they're actually, if you tell them a good story, they'll go, really? It's been here that long? Then you go, no, it's new, and then they go, oh my gosh.
As you ascend up the 4-story tower to the 70-foot observation deck, you can't help but marvel at the panoramic views of the beautiful Boston Mountains.
Someone should always live here. It's a house that loves. It would be great for it to be another family that takes it on as steward and maybe passes it down and takes care of it and uses it for the community. I think the Dromborg will be here for a very long time. Every part of this community has been here to do fundraisers or friend raisers, and it would be great if someone kept doing that to some degree. And I think it will serve Northwest Arkansas.
Surrounded by 40 forested mountainside acres, you most certainly will be the king of the castle at the Dromborg.